Wiya sana wano mwancho mwolgereria ndosi asogenete gutubwatia ye mase ye molituko buneria rero litukorie Jumatatu kitariki 15 mutinyino ya gatano na gatatu mwaka w'ikilifu 2025 lituko ria rero nigona kiraige ye mase ye mumuna botambe karo chikoraga chinse sana chamambia gukomera mona intwe dana komboka gisoi boy gonche Cyrus Azizi wetra somurubiri Kwana Etaya kabona siri tukuboneria rero ya Jumatatu gukomera mona inche Cyrus Azizi asekirenga kyogo komanya egati yali agendete kwenekiwa kurwa sechinsemo au kwanira chi county cheite 45 na ibere anmona sorongora ituro gusi chi county cheite birekisi amo na Nyamira chinga kyamanga agendete kwenekiwa kukwana gora sesemo mitandao baigari abariki baitu bagendete Osaka gora sechinsemo au nmono gora se county ya Nairobi nigo muri kito Josephat Makura Muracha gendete kwiriribaga yogotomanya gati yali gendete koneki wakuru sechinsemo chumochi o Nairobi chinga korose county ya Nyamira Goropita boigo ko watarina Felix Nyakundi bakwiriribaga nigo komanya ngana rya gendete koneki wakuru sensemo ye county yo ya Nyamira korose county yaito ya Kisii nigo bari kibaito Eric Maobe Saginikirosi Thomas Cornelius Onyancha Mugusu boigo Kelvin Onderi kurwase bonge ya South Mugrango bakogendera kuriye gati yali gendete kweneki wa kurwase binyoro amakori kurwase kibunge au aho ichona komanyire kukwanira ebunge ya South Mugrango ebunge ya Bomachoge borabu Bomachoge chache bobasi Nyaribari Masaba Nyaribari chache kibunge chetu cyose ipiwo kwanira Kitutu chache North Kitutu chache South wanchubrile koneki ngana yali gendete koneki wa boigo bonchari korase county to ya Kisii na intwe nigo tukereribaga nigo kumanye gati yali agendete konekiwa chinga kibari kibaito babekira mangana muna yasemeza ya Kwana Etaya boigo mancho mwire hanigo kokonyoria nga SMO imitandao tiratiwa magaga ikiagara nigo tukereribaga nigo kumanye gati yali agendete konekiwa na kirokende gutwara maberera SMO imitandao chinga kindo che nene mono mwanchumo ligeria amanga gendete koenekiwa nemono kurwase semeiga yemitandao ndocha anemono kurwase omuchuna Nairobi mambia ya lero murabwense ya Kenya William Samuel Ruto boigo kwanira murabwe kyama kya ODM Raila Amolo Odinga nigo batwarire geikano kyobwamo wose gukwanira ODM Kenya Kwanza parliamentary group meeting yo eganete gokorekana mi muchuna Nairobi chinsemo chia Karen na chinga kinga ndetoko komanyayo kumanyigonga nigo tore kabisa senseme ya kabere tore tayari na boko ari konganchiro mwacho morire tomba ko ikasensemo ya mucho Nairobi chinsemo chia Karen iliko tema ko bwati ya usu gati yali agendete kwenekiwa kurwase chinseme cho chingaki Raila Amolo Odinga boigo William Samoei Ruto kwanira ODM Kenya Kwanza parliamentary group meeting yegendete kwenekiwa se chinseme chucho mucho Nairobi.
The oversight, the national parliament oversight the national government, whether it is the National Assembly or the Senate. Oversighting of governors, the responsibility of MCAs, members of the County Assembly, not the senators. It's not the responsibility of the Senate to oversight. Senate wasting time of governors to come and answer questions about roads in the counties. And thirdly, the issue of extortion. The issues of extortion. The issues of extortion. Majority Leader, you talked of, you didn't talk of extortion, you talked of lobbying. Lobbying is okay. In the US, you've got lobby firms which have formed to lobby the members of the Congress. They come to lobby, they're known, they're officially registered as lobbyists. They come to lobby the members of parliament. But lobbying is a different thing from extortion. From extortion. But you have a member, every committee has got a member who is how do you call him? Welfare bunge is giving a very, very image of Parliament, that members of Parliament should not be soliciting funds from because you see, listen to me, you know, the environment that we are creating here in this country is very, very hostile to investments. Foreign investors who come to the country bring their resources in the country to invest it here. And when they bring their resources, when they find there's too much bureaucracy and there's too much extortion, they run away. Private capital is risk shy. And when, for example, somebody has come with his resources to start a project, and then you find somebody beginning to make noise that, oh, this project has not been approved. This project has not been approved. Or this project is being corruptly implemented. You run away. And delaying of the projects. And you find a situation where members of Parliament inviting parastatals and so on, and even purporting to be cancelling projects that have been signed. That is the work of the executive, not the work of the legislature. So legislature should not be competing with the executive in terms of implementation of projects. Allow the executive to implement and just correct them when they go wrong. That's the country will develop. Create a healthy environment for implementation of projects in the country. Then this country will develop. I know I'm being too honest with you people. And I know that the facts, the truth sometimes is so painful, but I think it is important to say this to honorable members of Parliament. Thank you very much. May I now invite my brother to come and address you people.
Very well. Thank you very much, the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga. Ladies and gentlemen, let's take our seats. Thank you very much. Now, honorable members, let me join the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and all the leaders who have spoken before me to welcome all of you to this very important first ever parliamentary group meeting that brings the two major coalitions together today here in Karen. Karibuni sana. The Right Honorable Raila Odinga has given us the context of why we are meeting here. I really would want to add not so much, because he has ably contextualized why we are meeting here today. That we have a nation to look after and we have a nation to protect, and there are options that are available to us, and I think we chose to protect the nation called Kenya by our coming together. And so I want to commend both the Right Honorable Raila Odinga and the ODM party, my former party, for standing up to be counted when the country needed leaders to stand up for Kenya. It may have been easy to do the opposite. It may have been popular to do the opposite. I know many people have vilified the Honorable Raila Odinga and the OTM party for the decision they took to stand for Kenya when there was need to do so. And let me say the following as the President of Kenya today. We have come from very far as a nation. We stand here today as a robust democracy, a nation that is making strides in our national development. And I want to speak to you candidly. I don't have a written statement because I really wanted to speak to you from my heart. Because where I stand today, I've had a political journey as a person. And by God's grace, I have come very far. You know, out of the 5 people who have become presidents in Kenya, I am one of them. I don't take it for granted, and I don't take it lightly that God has given me an opportunity to be one of the 5 Kenyans who have had the opportunity to lead this country. And I must say this to us as leaders, that a nation, the progress, the destiny of a nation is decided by leaders. As to whether we are going to be a progressive nation or we are going to be a failed state is going to be determined by leaders, by us, the people who are sitting here. And therefore, the place of leadership is almost sacred. Nobody becomes a leader by chance or by default or by mistake. Today, you are a member of parliament or a senator or a governor or the position I hold and all the other positions that we hold because God and destiny has given us that chance. And we must think about it deeply. And so I want to ask you as leaders, the Honorable Prime Minister has given us a history of countries. I will add to that list 2 countries. Singapore and Kenya were the same countries 60 years ago. Malaysia and Kenya were the same 60 years ago. But today, we play in different leagues. They have managed to progress to the first world. We are still where we are. The difference between what Singapore has become and what we are is leadership. And that is the place, ladies and gentlemen, we occupy today. So that you understand the importance, the sacred position you hold as a leader. Sometimes people want to ask, people who live in different houses.
Osege ikaro kia ODM na boigo kia kwanza murubulego date wokonekana somucho Nairobi kumanyi wangu morikito Kelvin Onderi igare standby kuri kinsemo cha South Mugirango na gutumanyiga tiarege ndate koine kigwa kwase bunge yo ya South Mugirango nigo kumanyi wanga network ya utaribu ya babu ose Kelvin arigani kabisa bonegero utumanyenga na rega ndate koine kigwa rafu ya drum yangu kumanyi wanga nyerosiga egere tocha asore yemo aseyemo ekarukwa bere buyani ko kumanyi okora sensemo ya kabere ni cha asore kama no kumanyi wanga ebeke biya bwa drum ebe biya egere toche sikisemi cha South Mugirango irili bagalyo kutumanya aliara sikinsemi cha South Mugirango Kelvin Onderi libaga neliao
Biamono sana Cyrus Azizi sokoto banga good morning asege songo kurwa semu ya South Mugirango nigo toboge tole bya sana na ande mangana ande Etaya beirande rakindende ya toko na koroto tama mangana ao na nene ingana to na bugale to ligereri na igoro yabasaya boli banyare go isanira ase okororu gososo ase serikali ninde na basaya ao gaiga au bago chukwana monaitu eyemo aseyemo awasi bago chikotoeranga ngakibuna baraba abasa inki baranyare gochi goikane karibu sana nabo chakana malietago otengana kyokoroku omusianse ruchinara nyare kwegeneka waso asobora karibu sana
mbia mono babu asiri bagerio na nchenkoroku Marcos koruga asebunge ya South Mugirango intubuna abasai ntobwate that audacity yoka abara ya sense yetu ya Kenya nande no isa korigeri no embono buna cheni siba soka iga garo korigeri ringa maandamano buna koru onye bago destroy egenta se chiteka chinke sembuse kobabas abarai sembuse kobabara
ayoka gete onye bago destroy ntoko bali baga nande baiko oroje bachiko saliense na kyoro chai
twese konyora ribagerio nse ntoko nyara koba togo salia sengencho ntoroche boni ga Kenya tubunegendrete igo bono emikakati nabo turabeka emikakati erebu yake nande emikakati eyo irakonye country yaitu
isiko banga nae bose gwacho rukobo murai for example bwenso musaye nkyoroche oyente tangani umusaye arachikwenekia asense ya Kenya muno asaba saye bande bamwabo
isiko banga boni gantu anyoro murai go sentu achoro muno murai bwense anane mono boni isikori nonye uchumi ya Kenya teribu yaigo nande abara abasaye boni gachiga si abange bakorre chi university bakorete bari isiko igo bono ntubuna abasaye twese konyora umusaye ga ari aswemari nabo tokonyora no chigasi echi erinde totige koroita isikoga eyo
asensengi asomo saunde bwensi nimetenga chikura cha cheisire kobererange njukunya ko tuyo musaunde bwensi ole isikoga
musayo bwensi ole isikoga ari hanene mona abaiga tubwate ibande abatubwate chikura bono buna boni ge kwende ya isire koberange chikura igo bono tigatoteme ko maintain that peace na andonye musaye naro sokire tigato support yo musayo minto erinde anyara kabaka gotokonya musioga
bia mono sana Cyrus Azizi bwigwete ngo inoyo bwa basaye nari ga goyonde siko gochega atimentinga how can we trust abasaye ngambara nyari gochwikirania egas chagara malitawo
mbia mono babu asokongari baga asamarita nkorku kengere Brian kurwase bunge ya South Mugirango nchane mono kera basaye ba chiete state house bon tokorigire scenario riba chiete state house tindi ko yerigire muna destruction nkorigire mno obomo igo ningegene tana basaye ba isego chamo babwatirane nabakubwatirane serikali ye bayira asebwente kobera jumba roche ekigende tekoba mbaroche aso obore merubore nabarabumbarere ready kubeka chinguru aso bore merubore ase serikali yetu ya Kenya
umusayo bwensi ukorigire tisikoga nchuko nyakomote buno yo mubwa basaye gani
chibono ndanyari ko te basaye ba minto todumise amani to beno abomo ndo baisa ko sari minto na bato go demonstrate peacefully to nyari to ko bato ba no abomo
Biamono sana Cyrus Azizi ino musayo yomo korwa se bunge ya South omugaka na lisikochi komugaka ngochi komobol tolto manyenga nerenga na igene tenga basaye mbarabe abarai bense kose mbarabe ase oborai kole na bigwetenga bakwanenga barabuka abanyeno eno amandamana ali babwate mbanyarete gokora ase ngincho yo gosalia bintu igo bakorete ase ngincho batagitenga amauncho lyanyare koba ase bintu ao biense yega nayo garangane baesokia bachaga kurobekana ase ensemo yo sisemo Cyrus Azizi kurwa se bunge ya South Mugirango na bigwetenga basaya barabwo naho bigene tenga umusaise gosoka naho bakomubekera ekura ijabo byemono sana solicitude
Kelvin Ondei kurwa se bunge ya South Mugirango anamono sugotomanya egati ali agenda te koneki wa sensemi yibunge South Mugirango wachuligia tiga motige Kelvin Ondei erio gandare kuligia egati ali agochotomanya me ya maya anamono meta TV ojakra chinsa isano na bere chinsa 10 chinsa bere chabutuko na bigo chinsa inye nabono nigo tukwambuka oikase county ya Nyamira na kumira na no muri kitongero Peter oyo anamono ogotomanya igoro buna abananchi boigo abo barabana boda boda kwa somo chokemera bunga ya Kitutu Masabe county ya Nyamira nigo beso kiriena gukwanera etaro ya bwangoiga yabarai kwa sorongo rwagusi ochiase nyomba yuba ya State House ase boigo bakwaneire chira chiria barierwa chitali banyakoba bakurierwa chitarainya koba kigoikarana ase county yo ya Nyamira nigo tukumana nero geropita elio atomanyega tia yagendete kone kioresi niseme chinga kibana inchi nemuna bana boda boda bakwaneire taro ya bwangoiga anomuno ya abana inchi naboiga baraikora sorongora gusi abo bakora etaro byase nyomba yobora ya State House
mbiamano sana igegonda se amatebekani akemerege gotoka se wodi ya Kemera se bunge ya Kitutu Masaba asorbeberwe wodi ya Manga naboigo ase stage nene ya basombi ose abana bodaboda bakoro bosombi bwabo korwa se chinsemo au neli tukolia lero lya Jumatatu kukomanyanga na lya berega gwateka se county ya Nyamira tobere tokorabara ikorwa se chinsemo au bago kwanera igoro bakomwakero yo kabiro mu waziri bobolendu bwa Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i kokwa soko liye kirogo kyobora iwense aso mwaka bwechirubere na 25 na bere asemega au anene mona asemega ya matanga na aboigo asama tukabwango igali tukolia igoro ntwaro che siasa chabeze chikobwata ansa se bunge ya West Mogiranga bwase oyo kabiro mujumbe abwe bunge ya West Mugirango omo wakili Vincent Kemosi okomochiega ti yabara yababete bakogenda se nyumba yobora ya State House asama tukabwango iga inyoranga ama tukona makeiga abara ikurwa sorogongoro wagusi kurwa se county ya Kisene county ya Nyamira babere bagotwara ege ikarogo seba babete bagotwara etaro gucha se nyumba yobora wa State House nago kwanera naralia ya umurai bwense Dr. William Samoei Ruto arabeka kubwatokera abananchi kurwa se chinseme chiga tie county ya Nyamira anene mono go kwanera tu ase ngana ya bwangoiga enkwana yabeteke go kwanwa mono oyo kabiro mojumbe we bunge ya West Mogirango wakili Vincent Kemosi nabeteka go tabuna echine chingaki chomogusigo chamo na kwene kinga ngosira bale Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i aseganga yayo kuliye kirogo kyobo raibwense aso mwaka bwechirubere na 25 nebere nonyena bo nigabeteka komochianga na lenga sensemeli yokumwakere koko Daktari William Samoei Ruto ase county ya Nyamira na kwene kinga oberega kumusira mono aso kwene kinga oberega kosoa ase nyumba yobora ibwense kolende ase maiga yokwirobora yobo koba omura ibwense tabetega komwage talikende Jones kurwa ase serikali na koganinga echine chingaki abona iga buna abara ikurwa sorongoro wagusi ngosira bale omuwaziri oyo kabiro muwaziri bobolendu wembe Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i ekero kurigereriga abana bananchi kurwa ase ebunge ya Kitutu Masaba ebunge ya Kitutu Masabe county ya Nyamira litukolia lero tiago turaigwa ngonga ebirengere byabumbire bye nene mono chingaki abarayi barweta sorogongo rwagusi kogenda se etaro yaye kogenda gweka se enyumba yoborayi asomucho Nairobi abanainchi ngibago kwane regoro yetare ikiara nechira nechinyinge babete bakolierwa anene mono se county ya Nyamira antwaro chumojumbe webunge ya West Mogirango mwakili Steve Mogaka kako kwane repara ya kuruchinsemo chia bondeni gweka chinsemo chia magombo pare nebeke kobe kwerami nabeteka ko kwane rigoro ye University ya Kiabonyoru na boigo nkwana ya murai wense Dr. William Samoei Ruto ko tabanga university yo nebeke ko chaka se metinyebere nabeteka ko kwane rigoro ya Emiradi ya Chinsemo cha Sironga na negati ya yande tiango turaigwa ngonga abanainchi kurwa se ebunge ya Kitutu Masabane na kurwa se county ya Nyamira ko bwatkana netaro ya barai kurwa se county ya Nyamira ebirengere byabumbire byebya
asama leta nchensa kalimose aka endorane likoru Nyamira bono ige twataka okwana iganga omonto nali na machako iunga Charles ongoto kosenkiango no mongino onde iga osire ligokanya komyoka iga ali achigosibeli Ruto chianga intwa abantu bali bachiete rogorenga abantu baraiche mwana iga ali toragere na barabwo achenda ya Nyamira tali eronko barangere gochimwane Gradisi wanga mate iga igoma muroyo ko batirimbo ka ochimata bagatirimbo kebinto cho chi billion chechi bese chi achire ochimata omo muroyo roche mata ebinta beiro ko ukere serikali tana ko ikende iga atebanga kende ngiata bokana gusiga iga paka no enelira balia minto limotarete mogongo tiamo bogoili tiabeke iro mongwano yo itoliro ba mogonge cha paka changa cha butokire bono iga Banyamira etotagete goteba iga omosacha tubwate Kenya talinga Nyamira Kenya oitabire nebisako byonzi iga koro ku Fred Okengo Matiangi lakini omo muroyo tagatebi unga Kasongo yo Kasongo gwan Kasongo gwan Nunda Matiangi wapi Matiangi wapi Kasongo wapi Kasongo sigoi rasima wenda nyumbani
asama lieta ngoroku mara kisaida korukemera abantu aba bachete state house baire tu na ntomaiti mondo bairete kekogera kurubachete state house ondete yo chiro totebirina na ki inki bate beti ku state house ntoranyora mondo ebebisete etoko chigweto mondo ko chikokororori lenge state house bwe bacha bono tukumira ki ndundora abasaba bintu mwachete koli karira kini nduntomete na ki omoheri oye Matiangi abantu Banyamira ntyo tokotebana ki arambe one time arambe one time Kasonga arambe one time naende Ruto to ire promise kyo boli matabatari oroja katatamina ki university after 1 week ngorosi gwere ndwanya konyerora epale yako chimwena akatabanga ngorosi gwere kwanda kianda ganda kachuba kembo ndwanya korora chinyumba yani abantu bali bachi tukoragera igota mokorera Matiangi campaign tabatari arambe one time
asama lieta njengoro ku Vincent Nyangoya mwana boda boda kurukemera gaiga njengo ngo mwana president yetu ya Kenya gasi ya MBA kulingana na maoni ane balierete Nairobi mbuya ko tatari gotuimo kitwensi atoiro mina munga mukona sipara na ro stiemerero re dire binyoro njaina ara maoni ane moraimbu yari
asama lieta ngoro kugwekire fondari togoteba igorukemera wode ga astore bon omo president na korete buya lakini bali bachieto ebachiete kwani hapa echinda chiapo Mokenya ukagwaira tayo chieto achikorete maoni aitu intubuna ase ni hapa ito to bwato mo president ito okoro ku Fred Matiangi nere to kwa chikura 2027 keba oyoro tigamanya one time go na
Samarieta neseke ondie kikorwa bogetutu masaba abantu baitombe chorete buna nabarai kogenda state house actually tari barai baito utatigamba bali bagiete guoya endagireri muske William Ruto akoimugirege kabu onako batweka igo twanyorete bakurwana bokanjera ng'abande mbaye tu 10 abando 20 boke basiriranedie tware gotebanga intubuna Abanyamira ntwatumete barai baito no anekera mwarigerereti barai baito mbachetio omoisimi wa Ruto onjakire gotwachi promise fake oteba mara ebara korukia ndege mpaka Keumbu oteba korumote mumwamu mpaka Ng'enyi omoisimiwa hata tumetenga tutatengeneza tutafanya mpaka Liriri Nyamira tokotebanga tumechoka na mangana fake promises igotoroja so moisimiwa okorokwa Fred Okengo Matiang'i na kia Banyamira magoteba Matiang'i arari omosacha Matiang'i
Justin Mogusundieki nkaegere ga igakemera ward igonkorengana korengane etare yega abagusiba abantu baitu babwate gochi State House litukoria Friday etare yega eyarenge ya kipinafsi according na maoni ya ituntu na bananchi iga igatogotebanga opinafsi babwate kogenda State House igaria kende nkeyo batulete no endimo maoni ane korengana no murai William Samoei Ruto ebintu agona gotwaga iga chi promises chioborimo chionsi pi nande bono ritukuria rero ndete komotebiga maiso marore ntori kungainana ebintu getikia ndega totebeti ngankobekare Nyamira tana kobeka sironga gari gotenkobeka torege mpaki tana kobeka epara ye akojaga kemeraga igakogenda kiendege uchimoina tungainete twana korora ebintu ebiagona kubeka gachi promise chioborimo gochakera rero ntutete komotebiga omorayo ito tubwate korunyamira nande gusi yonsi pi nonye bari bachiete State House omorayo ito tubwate Fred Okengo Matiang'i nande nigototeba iga omorayo yo iga gare one term bono iga tigamanyenga one term kenenge oturanyare ko batokwana nande koruga iga ugusiyengi mabari bachito nendagera bachite korioro
buna gwatekire kwegwa buna bananchi kurwase chinseme chiga chia kemera se bunge ya Kitutu Masabe county ya Nyamira babere bago kwanera igoro yetaro yabara ikurwase rugongo rwagusi na bananchi ase babere bago tabuna nerebuya chira chiricha bete chikolierwa abananchi kurwase county ya Nyamira kwene kinga chabere chigo ikerana nonyana boni babere bago tabuna barabwo nigo baganyete kwene kinga nigo bago chikomwakira Daktari Fred Okengo Matiang'i koko ase okumwene kinga oberega go ase nyumba yoborai asense ya Kenya so mwaka wechirubere na 2025 nebire guripoteri ya Etaya television kurwase chinseme jiga cha kemera gotoka se wodi ya kemera se bunge ya Kitutu Masabe county ya Nyamira lietariana igonkoro kwa Ogero Peter
Usuka bosio bono yono Ogero Peter kwa semo ya county ya Nyamira chisemo chia kimera neno koiguru buna abamenyi kwa seme yo bakwanire kubotekana ne taro yegati ya bananchi korasoro ngoro itrogusi boigo bakobotera nabarai na mwancho burgiria nigoto gusuka bosio bono na gutigana na ya Ogero kwa se ward ya kimera me county ya Nyamira bo somo konyi bo muraibwense ya Kenya Professor Kithure Kindiki atabirubuna emirubiryo ya serikali ya Kenya Kwanza nigeremia anamono nigerengete konekia amagendero nyuma y'abacholo banene bo mwaka w'ikirifubere na 2025 nebire gukwana kinga kichege ikaruke babunge ba ODM na baigo Kenya Kwanza Kithure Kindiki nigatabirubuna ukubwaterana kwaye Raila Amolo Odinga na baigo serikali sobraibwa William Samoei Ruto nigerengete korwania goikerania egatiye chira chiria babalire taba Kenya chinga kichobo choli umwaka w'ikirifubere na 2025 na 2022 kurirati mwanchu burgiria nigotokonda sense mu yakabere ya studio tumirane ne Kwana ya Professor Kithure Kindiki chinga kirere anyorori bagali okwana asege karekyo ke babunge ba ODM na boigo Kenya Kwanza.
But I'm grateful to what Dr. Zani and team are doing. You're helping the country deal with very, very difficult issues. I am also very impressed by Professor Makao Mutua's work. It's quite a heavy topic that he's handling on behalf of the country. So my sister, Dr. Zani, and my academic senior, Professor Makao Mutua, I wish you Godspeed as you do this on behalf of all of us. Your Excellency, the President, and Your Excellency Prime Minister and my colleagues, let me just say two things as we wait for the Prime Minister to come back and address us. The first one is, for the last 33 years, our country has revolved around majorly two political formations. And the difference in the political strength of those two major political formations has not been very big difference. We've been like that since we went into multi-party politics. So that you have a strong party winning, but even the opposition is fairly strong. What that means, therefore, is that our country, like all democracies, requires bipartisan consensus building, especially to deal with serious and heavy national issues and national challenges. I like what my mono in school and the leader of the National Assembly minority side, Junet, said. We need bipartisan efforts to heavy lift the serious national issues. You've seen them in the 10-point agenda: the fight against corruption, the fight against ethnic bias, the fight against all these vices. Without bipartisan efforts, no single side can be able to ever lift these national issues. So let us not underestimate what the leadership of the UDA through President Ruto, the leadership of ODM through His Excellency Raila Odinga has helped us to achieve as a nation. Because none of us alone would have enough political largesse to be able to even lift on some of the issues we are discussing here today. So we are in good space, and for that we must celebrate and acknowledge the visionary leadership of President William Ruto and the visionary leadership and statesmanship of our elder brother, the Honorable Raila Odinga. Going forward, those of us who are younger politicians, we should pick lessons from these two leaders, because there's a lot of anxiety.
Mwachubuligiria nigo nandi tokuramboka goikasu muchu na Nairobi sensemo ya Karen abasomora bwensaga ndete gukwana na namuno gukwana asige kare kyo kebabunge ba ODM nabo igo Kenya kwanza ya masayemo nigo kunganjira twamba kwikasu sensemo yiro toratora libaga nigo tegerera inkora ya mora bwense ya Kenya.
The resources that get to the grassroots is used for the people, not other ways. And so we must do for the national government as well. In our 10-point agenda, we have discussed about the young people of our nation and how we need to protect their livelihoods. I want to ask the leadership seated here today, members, I want to persuade you. We have a robust program. We have, I think, close to 8 or 9 different programs targeting our young people. And how we can meaningfully engage them in employment and other interventions that benefit the young people of our nation. I will say this. We spend close to 650 billion shillings every year in education, making sure that our young people go through primary school, ECD, primary school, junior school, secondary school, TVETs, and universities. We must equally have clarity in how these 650 billion shillings we spend every year, at the end of the day, how do we recover that money? By making sure that our young people become a resource for the development of our nation instead of being a problem to our nation. We must do that. And there are 6-7 interventions that have gone through Parliament. Housing is one of them. Export of labor is another one. Digital jobs, and every member of Parliament here, especially of the National Assembly, you have resources to do ICT hubs. I remember discussing with Sirma there, chairman of NGCDF. I remember discussing with Kiarie, the chairman of ICT. And if there are any issues that concern, sometimes maybe we have a problem with resources, Mbadi is here. He knows that if there are resources that needs to be made available, it's for us to provide interventions for young people to get an opportunity to work. You know very well that we can create hundreds of thousands of jobs in the digital space. You are aware of what we are doing in Nyota. You are aware of what we are doing in KJet. And if you don't, we should be able to explain to you so that you become part of the people, because you speak to hundreds of thousands of people every weekend, every day, as you go about your responsibilities, how they can tap into these opportunities and create livelihoods for the young people of our country so that they too can make a contribution towards making Kenya what we all want it to be. And I can continue, and I can continue on all the other aspects that we have worked on. We agreed that we must have a conversation on national debt.
Na omo Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi yobo igoro mwaziri wa mangana echinse chisiko nigazeri tuko reigoro araete gocha kiwa kwe gazeti enya eyo emenyekero na The Phantom genta tebetebuna nigo gocha kiwo ko korengete ukinya birengo bibonchoria ime yense ukonekere kyo Musalia nigatebetebuna negati yemereberia bekire bosyo elekonekianga wizara yaye Kira magendero na boigo konekia buna ose media yemitanda kutumikire buya anamono chingaki acha kirie gazeti yo ya The Phantom yo boigo irengete kutoka sesemo yemitanda na boigo konekianga oboerenia anamono konekiko bure na boigo abakenya kunyana bere libaga likumenya legendete konekigwa asensemo mangana lingete siasa kutoka na sesemo ya kure studio tumerana Kwana ya Musalia Mudavadi chingaki achagetie bene gazeti ya The Phantom.
I am the Phantom. Because it dates back to my extremely agile moments when I was very swift and suave. I could sprint, I could play rugby, I could play soccer, I could play hockey, I could swim, I could sprint. So I was gifted in the sporting arena and I had that versatility. So when Jacob, and I hope Jacob is here with his team, because these are good people, the Jacob Ngetich, when he joined us and he said that we need to work a little more in improving communication from the government circles. I said, please go ahead, develop something, work on it with your team so that we can improve. Because government is good at its business of governing, but it may not be very good at its business or in the business of communication. So we did hire one from your school, from your constituency, in the name of Jacob Ngetich and his partners. And I think I was equally pleasantly surprised that quietly they had been working towards this publication and also blending in on your technology and in the technology field so that we can communicate faster, quicker, and with less pressure. So I want to thank them, because what we have before us today is an opportunity for us to convey government policies, government decisions, government actions more effectively, in a timely manner, and in a manner that can be widely spread across the board. The platform, as you will see later, is interactive. We will want to be getting information. We have taken time to also go a little bit into the history, but it's going to be forward-looking so that we can understand where we are going, and sometimes what informs certain decisions. Government does quite a bit. In fact, it does a lot. But sometimes it's how you package the information. And we will need help to package that information from experts in communication. And by the way, we also need your help in packaging this information. I don't want us to leave this place thinking that we are adversaries with members of the media. We are not adversaries. We can work together, we can develop together, we can move and help our societies understand issues even better. And we can also correct ourselves through that kind of communication that is going to emerge from this. So I want to thank my colleagues for being very supportive. You will be seeing communication from time to time on a number of issues, topical issues that are critical, matters that relate to legislation. PS Rono has told you about tracking a lot of things. The government legislative agenda for the period that this government is in place, the Kenya Kwanza government, we have about 700 pieces of legislation or matters that revolve different departments, but all packaged. This will be an opportunity for us to start seeing this and communicating better. We want to track bills in Parliament and be able to convey them to the people. Under the coordination, we want to bring coordination together. We want to revive the National Economic and Social Council so that we can have better engagement with investors, with the public, with the community to make Kenya better. In terms of the foreign policy, you remember we said when we were developing the policy with the PS Singoe, we kept on saying we must demystify foreign policy. Tunataka foreign policy iende mashinani so that people understand more the kind of decisions that we make and why they're important. You've seen in Parliament, we go there, people ask questions, why don't you retaliate to this country or that country? Why don't you hit back? Why don't you do what? And we have to explain carefully that we cannot just do that because there are implications. There are many things involved that bring together our relationships as a country.
Manchumulile bana yone gati yaria na kwaliganire tiasiri tuko rero rituko Jumatatu ime yumuri Kwana Etaya na munasemeza ya Kwana Etaya biyakigima badiki bitu bamangana balia mwatemiriko tumanye gati yaregandete kone kigwa ale muno sikinsemo chiria more ale muno Kwana chibunge au na bono manchumulile ni go toko genda sumutimoko elio bono manye go swa sense media yenkwana ya bene kegima abo ase litukeliga lero turigetie okwanera magana ngete the need for youth and women empowerment chinga kiasiri tuko lero mbwato mogani okurukwanganere Wilfred Kombo Makori uyo director bekiombe goseke foundation ya makuna ajalia Africa Child uyo chukura libaga lyo gotumanya kakende why do we need empowerment for the youth and for the women no the widows, probably if there is need for that aboigo omwana wige Africa ime yensaito ya Kenya kwa niko tokonda ase kidogo etrase boraibwa even muriango ilio konekia ngora sotora ria kaigo tumenye koira na sege kerebocio na niko tokanete kongwatera na asubu yako ya nekia egosi ndo charia Eric Bosire na rasese miri konekia kabisa wachubuliria ngokoenekeria turigatia legandete koneki kwa dayana komboka gisoi no warasese miri ya kabiri niko tokona asubu timoko ndo chifranga kontinga frank tina kweba tukanda sese miri timoko ono tumanye koira no magani Wilfred Kombo Makori oyo chigoto korai Kwana ya bene ano mono mangana lengete need for youth and women empowerment.
Etaya TV Oborabu Wagusi.
Kisii Water and Sanitation Company, in collaboration with Kisii County Government, proudly hosts the 14th edition of the Water Company Sports Organization, Wasco Games, from 18th to 22nd August this year.
Kwa niaba ya serikali yetu ya county ikiongozwa na Mheshimiwa Paul Simbarati, tuna furaha kubwa kualika nyote katika mechi na games ambazo zitafanywa maana hapa katika uga huu wa Gusii Stadium na kampuni zote za maji humo nchini, zile ambazo zinahusika na mambo ya water and sanitation. Mgeni wa heshima siku hiyo atakuwa ni gavana wetu Paul Simbarati wakiandamana na waziri wa maji mwandishi engineer Eric Mureithi. Wote wale wageni mtatoka kila mahali Kenya hii. Hapa Gusii ni mahali pazuri pa kuishi na mahali pazuri pa kukaa. Ndizi mtele, zile zimeiva na zile za kupikwa. Mboga za aina mbalimbali tena fresh, siko sawa, utajienjoy sana. Otherwise, come one, come all.
Sisi tuko tayari, viwanja vyetu viko tayari, marefa wako tayari na ambao wamehitimu vizuri kutoka sehemu mbalimbali watakuwa hapa kuweza kuongoza michezo hiyo ili iweze kufanyika kwa njia ambayo ni nzuri.
Nataka kuchukua hii fursa kuwakaribisha nyinyi nyote katika kaunti yetu ya Kisii kwa hii mchezo ya water companies zote kwa nchi yetu. Tunawakaribisha sote, tucheze pamoja, tufurahi pamoja ili tuone tumejenga nchi yetu vizuri na sisi mwili yetu pia tumejenga vizuri.
We are honored to host this year's Wasco Games, and as a host we want to tell our participants that we are committed to ensuring that this year's games will be memorable, inclusive and impactful. We are working together with our partners, the county government of Kisii. We also have other sponsors, and we want to appreciate all our sponsors for their generosity and also believing in the spirit of teamwork and also sportsmanship. Karibuni sana Kisii County, karibuni sana Kisii Water and Sanitation Company.
The opening of this ceremony will start on Monday, that is on 18 August 2024, 2025, and then we'll be having the closing ceremony will be on 22nd August 2025.
I want to assure the participants and the general public that security will be beefed up in all areas of the activity, and I want just to welcome you to this event. Feel that you are secure. We have enough officers and we have proper arrangement to ensure that the activities will run smoothly, and all the participants are guaranteed of their security.
So the year is 2025, the county is Kisii, and we welcome you all to the Water Sector Games, and we want all of you to come and enjoy and exercise. Imagine you're high, but exercise is also important. We welcome all of you to come and participate, cheer, and celebrate.
Karibuni Kisii, karibuni Bosongo.
Wasco 2025, karibu Kisii. Mwana wa tunai, komaro tunai, kama Kongo tunai, kwenye tunai yo mwana wa yamore.
Wasco 2025, combating climate change through sport.
Kama Kongo tunai yo mwana wa yamore.
Tuachire kuma maine tuachire kuma geni uhuru maine ochire kuma geni uhuru maine ochire kuma uhuru superstores
Edukaya Uhuru Superstores Limited Kisii wana nigo ya ihoire first class showroom ijabire ntanga nigo chakigwa asorogongorwa South Nyanza na South Rift ahasabateja bago chaberorera mabati au kurwase company ya mabati Rolling Mills nigo babwata bataramu Nichibundi bago korosire bunota keire gochora amabati ayura agachire umuche amone chinyumba chibya sara au babwata mabati yechi warrant kuri myaka 5 ebere wiki myaka 50 bunabono Chaco Grey, Tile Red, Brick Red, Sky Blue, Maroon, Chocolate amona yanda mange Uhuru Superstores baigo nige bwati machine kire chiko chogania erangia elio konyora erangi uganetie emanyikaine buna Crown Paint Color Mixer nigo bwate chibundi abo barakwe abo semiguri chirangi aho chakira economy kuika premium ichuranyare gwaka isiko na ime chinyomba elikororokana buya kurwase company ya Crown Paint inyora Uhuru Superstores nero yoka sorogongorwa South Nyanza na South Rift jabire ntanganyiko igora first class showroom ya mabati Rolling Mills hamba boigo botware machine yogo chirangi cha Crown Paints emanyikanite buna Crown Paints Color Mixer korwa USA ilikorenta obo koreli inka Uhuru Superstores lige gotoko mochibu songo Uhuru Complex angena Safaricom Boigo babwatu rosagia ronde ine JM Towers ijuera angena Credit Bank Kisii baakire simia se namba 011-1161-500 Gusova likere email info@uhurusuperstores.com Uhuru Superstores, the people's choices, guaranteed lowest prices. Karibo nyumbani.
Ukize machozi data Nichua songo marana mayachiro
Kwabere gukora ibyo bugwenya sora konyo muchando wasasengaki otaranyora bono tokumia Ronya Hospital Keumbo niyo koreria obokoreri bwekerero bwa afya yawo asenjira ensera kigima niko bwato bokoreri bukubwatya ase inpatient na outpatient maternity services gochya sabasubati bali bebwatiranetie X-ray na scanning gochya bali abatu aliro muchando bwa mauga amona gukoringolya omubire bwensi mbabwate modern lab ijwe bwate chimashini kiekerero asukurwa machibwago abwabwo fully equipped pharmacy asabwata malyogo onsibi barwire mbali kogenda kulya malyogo isiko alibakulikirwa n'umunyagitari major na minor theater asabarwire bagokorerwa operations uburwaria bwa maiso asababwata chimashini chogopima eliko kuwenya gusiko kwa ebirore korosigwa amaino gusibigwa amaino chinchera chia new technology newborn machine asabana bali abatarayikirana chingaki bakwiburwa bakorererwa 24-hour ambulance services chigokoro obosombi bw'abarwaire chinsemerongo ebere na nyekera lituko uburendi bw'abarwaire ase chinchera chitakeire nigotumia insurance ya SHA ijo kweli kekigima na inde kwarorerwa kekima Ronya Hospital Keumbo nigegotoke bara ya Kisii keroka chimita chimisano kurwa Keumbo market na boku banyorase namba yesimi 0768 350999. Ronya Hospital Keumbo, modern medicine we care. Rocky Driving School ne sukuru yo Burundi era singenchago kwarokere bale Burundi bwechigari a obunabono A2 asichipikapiki, A3 tuk-tuk, B1 yani automatic, B2 manual, B3 professional Uber, C1 as a light truck, C as a medium truck, D1 as a PSV matatu 14-seater, D2 as a PSV bus 33-seater, CE as a heavy trucks, Amonechi trailer, F HR people with determination, Boigo, B as executive Nkorwe Wachire. Ni wabwate abali mbayisaine na wabwate obumanyi bwekerengo kigoro bolibyo bwanchire na NTSA. Nichigali chinyinge gwikirania okugania kwago. Niko bahokora kuri Jumatatu wika ijuma gocha kerense muhili mambi go ikense yemo ya magoroba. Jumamosi na Jumapili gocha kerense yemo buigo wika chinsa isana ibere chamo baso. Na nabo kwegera korengana nechinsa obwatelibaga. Niko toka ime ya Kisi Busongo asamagacho a Market Plaza ibara ya Kisi Kisumu. Moigo babuwati chinsa ya Ogembo na Nyakoe Asamange. Bakirisi namba 0702 552222 ugose 0700 667777 ugose 0748019811. Rocky Driving School. Now everyone can drive.
Etaya TV Oborabu Wagusi.
Uya sana bono mwancho murigereria nganjire nkwari asenchira ya bene asenkwana yeri tuko lya lero abwasiri tuko lero mwancho murigereria mate ni gona lete kere Jumatatu komera na incha sesemo ya mangana rengete siasa lakini lero nata tidana ngani go tukonchire sani yake turatema gukwanira ibintu biria bitu chandete una omokenyo kawaida mwananchi muna mwanya bantu na nigo lituko lya lero tutete gukwanira na sikituganitie ugusirwa gosasu umuntu bwekenya muriro bagoteba empowerment. Why do we need empowerment? Na ntugwate byumbe binge sana byesokiri just for supporting balia bakura from vulnerable families kinga kiri kitari kwenyara kikiri bagogosira ababuraka and for today nigombwate Wilfred Kombo oyore umu director kwase kiombeke mwakamenya kana Jalia African child mwancho buriale ni chikumwarigania emanyakania senchera ya bene rio akumanyinga ya kurwa senchera ya bene kurwabo tumenye goswase chinkwana chiri tukoria rero nimatino bata maboni yore yenkwana yiri tukoria rero weka maboni yao weka comment chao chosipi sasa mimi mitandao Facebook YouTube Twitter na wewe tira namba yetu 0735333000 chiga tukoria rero bantu twaliganire ukwanira the need for youth and women empowerment. Karibu sana Kombo kia baba. Thank you so much for making it here. Ngachire kwa liba kwa ni mwanchumuliriria.
Okay, mbemona seliwa samaleta ngoro ku Wilfred Kombo namweka kwa iwo yo makolinde kana lichiruti chio gembo kinyoro kyo mulingam constituency mbo machoge chache Kisii county ne yeto twensi so endo mo director Ujaria African Child is an initiative registered nanye pesa activity officially last year mutinyo kane kakola launch yoko manyikane kyombekenke manyire on August 23rd 2024 last year aliyo muchigo gembo so the initiative is now on na kiregento for the last 1 year actually to attempt kueta se binyoro bito na there is a big influence kyombe gito kya twalire na abange batwalire okumuseka sana nga babe part of it the uniqueness ne kyombe gito nkelinga we went for the abantu bali batanyo iri pia se binyoro sasa community taraisi abange batemere go tware kyombe giko kya buraka abana bakwerere usabaga kabakwerere but mostly abange bagocha batumekwa na egente kera mostly abantu bagotumeka konyora inchira yabo yokuragera tu but batakira tu nedaracha tu bayeta baenda guchimoturio but bono into twachire tsete gutana barabu na dewe to gutana barabu erera isana no gocha kwa twaro moyo to gotege tangani ntumuna tora sio bwanchani bo gusanga mumna abantu batari kwenyara bati abatari kwenyara tuise go chamo esiringeri ngoreta nayo koreta na butogo konyero uyo na ndito maguskara ndito konyero uyo but patience eri obwanchani onya na sizo lero bwato muchando teatora koraki tram assist and of which ntokonyara kokonya mechando ya yonsi obwate but etogo choose mechando eri the priority eri need mono eri ani ganityo bokonyi bwangu tota teatora konya assist mambi keremensia naye sinyabuke naye kwambuka next kwenda hiyo na tubo bangite hiyo so tinga the funny thing keringa kulitwa chaka ku last year abanga na sofa tu akunire ebali 370 iko na atalire mechi 370 mwangu kwana for the last 1 year na ngo appreciate monasa abantu bali babeire there is a colleagues wa bana wa kunetu montako leta 200 ino montabu getenga ni chimilioni tobwate but the funny thing keringa nkonyore onye 200 ntega sio kaningia enonye kwanye nganye nkukubolinga ne abangina kwalwera go sininje kwagorera match ontene yabangina yana direct karalia asabangina so twanye beke siringeri aho gali ndega gotoa by the end of the day okonyoranga ne tubate chiribubere chiribusano cyarure ko asaba sani bali bakoraki bare mirimo itenemia Tiso koro kya bantabo bwanchani they will be the best people bara roast generation ya mambi juu mononde bansi otabo ati abangina bon speech kwa ujumla ngotaka bale batwara someone iro ikyumo sacha ugotenena as a sign of yo burai so kerebo watu montoro baraboka abanyene bawansa bono gutwara kwegena na bawikira nikiri bakoreta babwate. That's introduction.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry. It's okay. Kwa toa isirudia. Tukende tuarulira abantu abangi sana with the different groups unakuwa kirekire. We have those who are after youth empowerment. We have those ones who are generally for women empowerment. But for you picked the widows. Tukende, where do we really need empowerment for the youth, the women, even the widows?
Okay. Litangani tubate muna kwa nege tubate youths ase kiombe gitu mna chitekanga na swere gocha nega nari koria kombore youth gocha ase ground function to wa na to bata abana chintakana still orphans abana barabu nembegete anga abana 15 nabunda nyari kwa community ase ngicha compound ya neterine so nabarumbare part of us but abumbali ko barwase program ya abangina abangine bali kando youth bali kando na orphans bali kando. Now come into your question kwamba ule mangana ye empowerment ndatengo tenga sise abangina baito mbaba tu weso yo correct kende yose asoko egenda lyobulimo but they only lack something ekorokuna empowerment yere some capital chogo chaka nona yaboniga isoko ywenchera yogo chaka
sure
banyo kubata vision yegente gotete to achieve. I'm sure by the time with the time no twali result yegente kare kolete kwali kotwara chindoto so abangina baito mtobata abangina baito bare capable gukora no bolemi but the only thing balageti muna bono gusi egente ko ku amare makoreki akere sana asinge twabere population yabere nyingi na space yake now muna bono there is idea yabangina tobate I've been through with the na konyengo interact ne one of the team ya agriculture and karabache on the ground abangina baito baga identify nga the only place babatere ni abara access no kwende bomanyiro gora Masai rogoro still mbabato bo special mbabate the knowledge yo ko simeka chinyeni so aba team ya agriculture kure county bakatokonya go train abangina aba elinde immediately ngalete team ya msea ya cooperative ekaba ligeria market as I speak right now abangine baire an order yo supply a large quantity yechinyeni to Dubai and already tunatumira abangina ralia Masai so emegondona to prepare bango yango saka tulisimeka chinyeni che kienyeji echinyine che kienyeji emina chiko au nchiriko letunga echigo paki chigo chatumwa Nairobi echa ntobate ngo tuliri bali chi machine
processing
yogo dry chinechi chi machine chinata yatunga che nchire mo advanced bone chire chi sola so the space ebe chiko irane chinke nchi chiko letu chaba dried chaba packed then to correct to export go to Dubai so do you want to tell me again to yoke kebolete in that process empowerment empowerment in capital yogo chaka in fact yoko yendele barabuna bako yendele kurwa
sure
so that's why baise konyo bono barabo banyene mba ready go correct project lakini mbabo ati capital yogo correct yogo chakera so is a starting point batabwati so bakonyora this empowerment in kayo let me assume like banyore for example 500,000 I'm sure abangina bachakira within a year you will come with the result even 500 chana wakwirene batabu ati pressure and bono kurwabu nabokonyanga basomira umwana nyare kwigore yanga nyare kwirageri na obugima bwayo koreki bo change so that's what we call empowerment now come into our youth bona to bata youth mna boniga I have almost youth yange 15 bawo chokora form 4 about current bawo chokara so mwako so youth yaba the challenge mna kora ya last time amandamana ya agency nini na singe youth beto mpatrine nga ogosoma tali togosoma after tuchiko kurusia abantu baro bisto ikaranso etogosoma tonyoro bungaini tokumenyera so youth yabo toko muna bona ncheba abalina mbwate tengo na chaboni enko basominga create job opportunities on your own obiste ya monte ekoganyete nga muno kore pepa ya yo mwalio usemuno ko graduate no go swa uchararia obisi no obisito batechire skasi.
Yeah, sure.
So abantu bagosaba bibiyamba bali bamenyete na creativity ya yobongo bali bakote bayibirete nabo guseba trinity. So egasi amoko mostly nere konyeta abantu abange bakote bagosaba and it has money. In fact abantu bakwanibya more than abantu barobisa. So youth ya munabona to kwa nabonia konyenko munabona na baletra one of the mentor aka this all day juona I think wiki babatanere the next week ba chire school ba comment to identify bale babate talent to inspire nga keep on with your talent maybe nere cha koleki ego konya in the future. So mbale to wata mamete itagotera mbale to wata mamete gotenga mbale to wata mamete wakora agriculture. They have knowledge serious.
Sure.
And we encourage them. So all these youths about Kwana people will the generation talking will be so much inspired. Yo korakire into montafiri to correct that freedom you go choosing me I want to be omulimi kwabo mulimi completely but ina okobo mulimi kwaba in large scale okoba for example okoba usino no mwatu mupira I concentrate no mupira obakaralia bakomweli yeah onye wogotenga kawachi video fiction. You know the world is all about the dynamic. Yeah, sure. To get change. So nto basa ko limit abana baitonga.
Koreki giyoka.
Nga baibuli ba manyetenga emwana no gosoma no yugo busy. You know the challenge yenga the asabe baito ba me. Asabe baito boni. Eba teknito ba metenga.
University yo to boy.
Bona batimba manyetenga live telimu na banye begeta ko basimple.
Sure.
So actually on our side that's what we normally do. And we encouraging at Pesokonyora more empowerment, Pesokonyora the team that bago volunteer. Bache bato konyo ko komenta bantaba ko bakora guidance na ko encourage na ko boro kiwe tuko and then kita kero koru how the world has changed digital nero. The funny thing like recently na nora supporting one of the my friend. I went, I picked some tablets. I brought to those orphans in Batangas.
Oh, tablets.
Someone who is feeling like you talk about amangana digital. Digital nowadays, digital world, space wealth. So train on your side. I'm also looking means you when you're even the computer or laptops.
Yeah, sure.
So that there is a picture to go paint. Yeah, so that Bantomba concentrate on something that it has been outdated. No more the time in Manaka. Juna Kinete, my thing aquí, there is office in also. So actually, in short, that's what we know. I have managed to do on my side, and I thank God there is a team. Bago feeling I'm doing good, by volunteer, and we are working together.
Wow! Thank you so much. I think we're moving on well.
Yeah.
But starting a group initiative what really initiated you chaka? When the initiative was as a foundation, such as Jalia African Child.
Okay, the fun thing is I've been Nara kore charity work. Nara kore charity work even to ngopa yani mimi ule ngora hiyo ntoko korani ngiongo kikere inaniguza kwa moyo kiniko chango sapa mission ngatiga volunteer ya ekam joko nyona na otenge to kyande taega nege nto kumwaro wokorekia and maybe nimbato wasene chiri gubere cyane continue. If you feel like there is another next time we watch organize the same thing. So the funny thing I've been na very go join abantu bakwenda mnabona there is a time na Unity Foundation ya rekorani uno mungwana yete Sindiga. That guy was distributing something kwende birds. So when I saw the thing, I asked someone, I saw na kwenga say a team we are Sindiga. Oh yeah, it's a good foundation to distribute sample birds to our young girls in public schools. And then Nkambori, how can I join it? And they know there are registration. When come you just come. And then I joined the team. We went through schools, we distributed needs of birds, but later I don't know what happened to the foundation. It collapsed. I joined another foundation in Nairobi. So lakini ngachanga ikaransanke why am I looking like in the desperate yo kunya koli things abantu bakora. Am I not capable of gukora personally?
Yeah, sure. Yeah,
like why should I follow people? And the only thing I go discourage nile togo chake okay ngo ikoto okole gento a few days ya tore okay. So I was like what is this? And my aim was something equalist, something that you can be recognized with, that I'm part of this team. So one day just I was kinde cancer. Then mkarole a group of widows aba yana aboraka babuliro mwelekeo like they are a group lakini feels like mbapo atimura yuwa yani if they get someone ukobaga njira tokwenda tatwende ne then they can be mbasuke but where they are stuck it's like I can identify no correct research kao ngara ko ni kwa actually ngara teba this might not be the reason was it na vera bene group ya me okorega but na ukonyora iskani chinyinga chikoreta chiro chiferet so ngansa okore ni kwa ya why a group starts and fails so ngachangalia raisinga when it starts very well but along the way when maybe you get a support or help the leaders are not trustworthy. Trustworthy. So whatever that comes meant for these people, so that's a major reason. And then another thing, why these people look like mbabu at that unity. Nganyora mbara koro mentorship. Aya ngakora research nenkebori. What can make people come together? They should have one common goal. Again, taba kora kibika. Ngateba wow. So ncheni bate knowledge nkaigo na correct on management.
Okay.
Actually correct business management. So nera na correct na professionality. So ngacha now the knowledge sing nchona vete one of the circle. So meta sake ordinary.
Yeah, sure.
So now about that knowledge. So in Goja, I again knowledge for now for 2 years. I was as assistant manager in that in as a sake. So the moment you want to check, you want again take nga combine knowledge and research in so nganyore result. Ngabugoli nkarangilia bangina 20 for just but then in fact na quality just for a test like how can it is it working? Ngochigo chaka. This thing was now attracting attention from other people now asking me, are we not widows? I can tanga na obra ko konya ambapo kio konya ntulende mbara. Then now the demand was high. And what to go join nini ngateba let me organize for a launch. So that thing blew out. So the launch, immediately after the launch, we just had 100 widows.
Yes, na kiro kende ayegwatarire Maria Sebinyoro Wilfred abantu abayiga challenges kibagwetera na nenga kitora gwatera nase uchi kora kagara umubigo ndutayo element ko chandika.
Yeah, sure. Okay, again take tangani nyuma again take tangani korume ya koro yawe ime that's more osibuke kokon. Nyumotare kerota nga kiokoro mujando asi mosi bukeko konya na egento gya kabere ne abantu abagutaga kubakonya litanga no kuboroke bwanje in fact mutaba chibesa boroke bwanje asizingo tengo a challenge to bwate ya buraka is very big abura the moment muburaka kwero akwirana elia kabere a family yabo mra musacho
wese musacho erera
sanyombe bansa como
discriminate.
Yeah. So ofiringa na rebie ko tigaret.
Yeah, sure.
And there's nobody. So the first thing to okora on our team no kuika twenda baka po mabarakori twagore sukari twagura mabere tomatetorosire chai tonyu chai tolenere twagamba nere tombulinki in fact gitorari ngonyago na intimo nyago kora tore ni kwayeri etenga kero tumonta amenyete ni aya to amoro kiru waje twasangire ndagiriria we call it swallow shiba saba kristo then to kwara nende to mu interview tombuli audio na kyo menyete tu nabuko irete ni akiamatera na kero otweresa kireyo otwa that picture era kurire kamote now on our team ntobwati omone ntobwati omoke ntobwati yobwate ntobwati yotabwati so twensi tukuru equal so the moment you come to our team gokwa tole ganji ito ekoro kinga no part of us mumuraka na tugutara naye ekera bingo gokora tole ngoko bekera tole uwo tara uchabu ndete yoko manga ki oyo no uri tabwata yanga osino oyo so to wasa gutara nere along the way to ansa como embrace na ya again o feel part of the community ya bobra so oyo de mechanderi abwate between yare difference kirabwate na boromo abo se yamate tari kumuira mwe kumuira so o feeling umbe bado no muntu ole ubate value asaba tabana
yeah sure
izo ndinabo kabaka bitaki
baba taruchi value ya
so twamure sire ndo na dignity yo mukongo once go feeling she matters in the community otware sauti na ro manyanga ki wana banko kole bintu kinkole taki in the met now when it comes into na mangana yo konya this is a simple way are you willing to help well and good azize ngwa kunoma ne mechando yo mumino how do you like you feel it go konya that's why I ndo set a team of partners this team of partners eba ko contribute according na venye Mungu amekugusa so whatever that we have tuanda twekana stop to assess emichando y'umuntu bona tutakomo konya to assess tora itatabwati mattress tabwati burangeti tabwati kerogo tabwati nyumba tabwati means of school fees twekana story ile binte tobo nkita kerego cha umuntu no litangane kora mukonya means yo konyore mattress
sure
kora mukonya kira yo kwebisi ose muborera amabati so tuacha team y'abantu na 370 muchando tubate ase yo muntu no yo no we normally collect some little cash from masabanyira it goes to one ekiganche kama ekikere jaria account now when we come to assess yo muchando twateba murocho muchando boyo no na kitonya pa nimbate team y'abantu nabona baikaransa base bakora analysis analyze bateba according to our budget and whatever we have in account let's start from aso yonero le minimum
organic mono
osaba tega chikese na buchikwanda according to budget ito abantu 10 tonyalo chimatrix 10 you they have the common maybe common problem kara to means to let matrix and when we take that matrix we take a picture to a post someone somewhere might feel like this initiative is touching lives
sure
and I might support so our partners from well wishers from the little cash from our widows chiasi siro montokore utakero then we come what are you able to kokora montota maybe na wango nchinyani na wango ni ntoko chakare ni anyire ngora chake usene chiribube then
ganda chaka
twasa nyomuntu one of the widow leader yanda mumoriyeri kujumbara abanyabyasara oyo bwato mando byabasara onero kwanda mu burushinyantire muletera matena buchaka nini and I'm telling you just a matter of time that thing will blow out and abantu abanje mbakonyeke from that idea small idea so litangani ubwanchana eliakabeto ubwanchana boko buri woni ibintu byonsi twana totao yeah that's the criteria.
Thank you so much, Wilfred Ndochaiga Lavenda, dawa ya watapanga kurobonchali bugia kumu, garate gutubwatia Kabemba Joseph Nikoroche, watapanga kurwa Nyabikomu, Nyamira County, Full Wing. Thank you so much, Elizabeth Moige, watapanga korochinsa mochanya Gisai, Bombeta, watapanga norime yomurubuligondete gutubwatia buya, kurukongana Isaya Morema, Omochokoro Kiuka, Koembakasi, Nairobi, agandate kutuliela. Thank you so much. Musoriwege Zusu agatendo watching live kwa chisamo cha Nakuru City Salams Club ndo chaiga Jeria Kerbo atavanga tuned in kwa chisamo cha Manama Bahrain Kingdom all the way to my home Kisii County. Thank you so much boy ndo chaiga ya bera omogeni gosenya bera omogeni bwesi kaga tabanga kwa chisamo cha Kilgoris agalete gotubwati Adonai Adey agatanga good morning Aziz niko ndani ngadete kwa bwate sana Rogers Nyarik nani kwa chekea baba watapanga Rogers Nyarik kwa Amsterdam Netherlands watching live Etaya TV. Thank you so much asingencho yokwenda gutubwate bera kubanyanga wachubulira nabo kubeka chujume chao sesemega ya mitandao nabo kubole mabodi seseme ya mitandao nabo iko wetara sana namba yetu ya 0735333000. Agosuka bosio brother Wilfred tubwata sebon. Let's say from Jalia, you've covered a good number of people. Let's say almost 400 to 500 people are currently benefiting. Krokende asanare bintu bimwe biga bitaraika. We have areas, we have Binyoro, we have constituency, we have even wards. Asege tubune kyuko segeta. About widows, about Isae, about our mothers, Kitaraika. What is your advice to our people? Ikagara muna geso kyo mugusie monto ndar kontenga mugusie amanye kanete buna kabo monto bungain. Inkito bana to kokora elio konekenga we have such initiatives at least kerase sorongo yetro usi so that we completely deal with those families that come from vulnerable families. Ichama tekiri chiko chandeka ekara konde kinga ngukora tol kabisa amangana yogo chandeka nabantu komenya amagimama kurasoro ngorogusi.
Okay, mbiyamana morali egento na cha ko encourage useko segeta ti ebinyoro binde gose chi constituency inde gose chi county chinde litanga ni tiatutware ekerengere kyoko twarobomo
unity
unity muna nje bono nkabete chi constituency satocho
chi constituency so far
basi mbate abanye korubasi machoge chache na machoge boraba odorende na chake konyola auto demand ninga mbali batete toende tuba son so egendo nayo chako batenkelinga personally nje nabonda aba overwhelmed in number but if there is someone you feel it like nate to the same thing egento nayo chako encouraging linga atoli kerandire mweresere kana mweresere also nabongwa na train abantoro mbayeresere nkibatakere okora durende to chinje na tora experience gasini bona nchensa kwa ndona bonko ba RSN ko ba RSN nkiba kali okora alafu also ekena akora mbagaidi alafu maybe yote to okora na bonko mwando vera koreki agendereri so long asigente karakigeta keire litanga no be trust wa ju onye bantu ba kwege na to nyara kobara mba ko bamo the moment abantu bakolusi your trust ya sole so the first thing impression tanga no connection amuno go che ground kiri ko batengo koroleki ngokoro na kiri tari ko nyaro ko bakana umuntu bawe so that umuntu asa kwenda kabwate maninga ekengo kalunde ncheka ekenge chikinyari kana yaho chikobanya meta abantu baitomba bate impatient moso abanya the moment kwa moteri genta ngotakaro kero bwangu lakini ngekonyoruga ochakire ko emurunganinga mwana onyale boyo oli no muibyo so the moment this statement yako sokaya bangana babatiya gyari ba batera mangana sambas na igo lietali ali akore yasalika so egando commission kelinga goko gotete gokonya gose gotete gokora initiative yo gokonya litangani areso muntu nkyo ketagokora ko ba convinced yolia ma koraki aso ta to jake gento we kanjira bori ngaki igwachete konkon taribia so ente tangani ke nakinatanga tutwara ubwanchani abang nari tangane karo ko banyora bate ni tagete mobe ina group ye family gete ekorokwa buraka kera mubati family ekorokwa buraka era ben organize dance and the good thing with the Azizi number what a good number that's when people want to chip in.
Oh yeah, sure.
So inchenga ndanale ko chagusaba abantu betu mbalinga yatoso ase tura nyorwa muna wana bangina betu ngo china batenga yatoso astra montara chabo linga ki e grupo lingoro igwa ngane ngaye mwasoka sa family mwes to kuminga wa igondo chene ken batinto kwane binto on the ground kunyo legendo ngorete so tiato samba so wanchen tole tabangina bamo toboro kinjira yokoberamo. There is a challenge you comment in a group. In fact, go back and take for so long. A young lesson in a sour coin to remain the borai. But it was I go. So, a creator Rokida and Tobo and Chani, Bago Chamo. Now you can be able to cover vision yao. Na cover King Kita Kerokoru, a chorus a team. And whatever being done as a team, normally it blows out. Go korabi ani umuntu nabakora result ye matunda yoko bamo. So matunda yoko bamo na yagera abantu abange bakoleta as I speak right now there is a good demand y'abantu batete ko register and I've been told there's a lot of calls but we don't want to impress people no enamba y'abantu tete no we train people.
Nandura amanyege ntoko chakokoro
nuko basemi naboro kya nabateberera ngora nande the funny thing ko batenga iri tangani abongo bwawe mebeka ngakwanyo romoka mwaka babura ko korrect tokire so gawo teyegento bwati mna correct but the intention yo okore gone linga itangani murusi de fia bwati
obwoba
buria bwatanga nerabie ko correct oli Some make decision nerebe ko make na nerebe ko ikanso on tigama nyina batu montara cha kore
akwanere
abo ngaki na rengete okora gento how do you say it itamu gede ngaki yanda usangori ri minisi muna bono baroko nya bago cho monta aguchandu gusuko orobe inchena bana nyatimba atibo ngani boliwe
yeah sure
lakini mbata friends bare lawyers na bonko moderating ngaki
kwa murwanere
yanda umongana naru bata ya mongai derinja ta kero kora fight ri baka and justice. So that's why ngo batenga chino mwako basing in check. I'm trying to network. Kana network ri incha yobo ko nya kora yatoka. Usena tete muna bana barona na tete usena that certificate. I came to register nganyole team. Na watu meeting kiganda no ranga kimo konde kesa bana bakora that certificate chao. Tibabanya gutumika dipari opamite bakwate so that's a way yoko correct
yoko konya
sure. Konya is not generally ngana machibes
yeah sure but that's true
there's a lot of aspect yoko konya
kagera muchado naro bwatera kini yokonye
so again tunaje ku encourage abande batara somba linga look for us get a team we come on the ground we guide you mwagi andiri mna baboraka as a team na yusimure mukwane kabya mutwaro murembe na mutwaro bomoboli na twaro bare munga at least na ya nora asigete ko bari organize
sure that's true birongo mnyoka bire sana but I want you to enlighten our people osokuru bomanyi sana we have got initiatives foundations empowerment groups kigo chaka all of a sudden bantu bamenyoko kabisa babugetenga ngokonye kabago chiororo egembe kikyamenya ko akaze ngama na umuntu minyoka n'ikibesa gucyari kabisa. What is the problem now? Some of the empowerment groups.
Well, okay, empowerment groups more so that when happens normally more so I've seen it okay I've done it say weapon asama tukamanga say na le weapon mono use yombe bya use mwe binge
mbiriko last
na the sawa bitariko last again take tangan lack of patience kore mere like totebenga tutego chake genteke ama chivu na baraje in the next like 10 years sama chivu na baraje in the next like 2 years and youth baboniga atete onyo kwa motenga asize in the next 2 years nchango simimune era tate tibintu mune atete abo muna kwa motere ara mambya abo kakorete kanyibwate so lack of patience as a youth wetu usasa onde gwensi wetu again to yakabere trust some years back into but na raso taso ete byombe bya youth serikali karatwa grants. I remember there is a time to grant ya 50. So the treasurer ran away with the money. Actually, up to now, I think no saga chagete family. That shame bon taligo chaka. Ameka uko for almost 15 years now. So trust, patience on our people, then lack of I don't know venye education go train. Onye mwache grupu in fact kula encourage onye abantu bago so grupu before even mutara seek for help or support kindly train the group that mokoleta
Maigelio kabisa.
Montaira or kariwa tabuga again take mna togo chaka litangani otakero toro manyinga ki for example let me say okay layman language tata was nichi ngokote tegoto before tare kero wengo okay you are to changa amete ntumla yuti togo ja ose yuti abange bagocha onyo swaiga nkimate ikyombege tete go chaka butiliwe chingoko era mambia teto choma tenga kingoko ya onge batitara twaro manyinga ngokinga kita kere kore ngakita kere konya rio ndagera ngakita mario na rio takere konya wikera fo longe ngokie kwere ama ucha kubita go kwa ligena ake amagena age okwa au patience takere koba utwara ose after konya ramagena takere ko lie market ya correct yoko supply magena. So you see if you twist we the group ya youth ya batobe ose group ende yonse tonye training tonye process ya tonye knowledge tonye day before tara ngoke kora manyenge takero kora ngoke I think ne konye a good number so that's when you get kumbekera last so to watenga ki chingo kombo asisa to correct no to koroseri gesumu chonsi ipanchi woto pewe sehemu ya mbili to bwa chingo chonsi ipichi ko kwa sekyo ekebija asisi bati ekere chingo kijitogo kireta bwa asisi do you trust asisi ko understand so trust yebo patience yebo then you wait for result but now to so tanga chiwasanjiri chikoru wasegete to form a group form group eri mwanda gali bagana chibesa like stay muri abantu 20 muri ose 50,000 how much will you get
it needs kumube kaze gento kikolete kinyinge gara mubaga
you the moment mo tamuko bagana chibesa
chigo konya nona useli wele
hata kwa rangi ya correct
sure
ya konya lakini if you get a common goal mubwa as youth mo train it model psychologically mo prepare nga we are going for this then you wait for result and then you will now become a group of example mo tamuka ki yana mo so many youth anga kimwa kwa tegente you are correct succeed so lack of knowledge lack of patience trust iteyo then again to get somebody the moment by the way patience yakobora the next thing yako murunga na trust iteyo mutana satanga ki ngakia sizara abelini chingo kichige kaya abana amuro there is a time by there I had a group of youth let me give you example so this group came up with a good I'm the one who came up with the idea the idea was narule sako I have the idea kwa natiro kolega si sako so gabata hivi we come in a large number and we are youth now we are not doing amangana yoko chibantu chibesa you save so when you save chibesa ichi tuchikore chi project kato chikore chi project after 4 months we get what we call dividends dividends in FI daily korase project to collect to invest it but for you you are still
saving
so by the end of the year we give now a good dividends so the idea started now the okay I never went to Nyurumono but ngasoa say group chapo da boda by that time na cha kwenye cha kwenye kuibanga banga so they bought the idea nganda say group chabanga they bought the idea so by the time to again the chako officially we had registered 250 youths. Now the money was flowing. The project now started tukagole tinga tukagole chipigi tukakomba chichae tukakomba migondo kabika chinsiaga tukaigora bakedu eduke supply magana. So the thing was now the huge ya kinene. Then one of the politician came at akachakalia the project, everything we had done. Come this huge. Abara inga ibenga. I was now the step motulin. And since I've seen what you have done, and I'm so much impressed, what I can do, inu mota getina ande support yende. The only thing mota kerega no konyole pasi akore. Pasi yara baira chitwa. Gamate mheshimiwa, for me what I can suggest, tukanyole pick up atubuleri our produce korase.
Which is a good idea.
Network system on kuba mangane yapa. At I know what I will do. You will come into my office, and then you will get a check here 10 million. Na koro na rio mali group ina wate yo mali. No me desi. 10 million inge charge it. Now the members asking. Nge kwere 10 million. You explain. Umeshima tato ndo visi akore na muache. Of course nilienda. Nengo iko ngatawe umeshima kala South Africa.
Okay, machivu.
People don't trust.
Didn't believe.
They won't. It was not saying no.
You just went alone?
No, I went with my team, the secretary, and I was the chair, the treasurer of the group. So the chairperson, but you know, when you cut the vision, people now are looking at you because most now you're going to idea. But really, me a normal person, so we went there and that's when I said, kuna mangana politician. Whenever I see project teacher, you come as a guest. And when you come, on your way, in my meeting, kindly, mangana promise takoleti. Ya ani galto koran. Kwana kelia kore ta kelio buata at moment. Kelio tanga kore group ifanye tu hapa. Jo I don't want wagache mani sabantu ukwege na kole abantu babwate bametenga Chemuna Wilfred ingo tom ngole tande kelike balenge
to irane bosa.
They will doubt me.
Sure.
So kurweli the group now sambarati ikabutoka ika kugo juu wantu ata lele muna tene resiti lele muna tene ndio ito was. Then we started refunding. Those the money you can do ikabao that time okay tell it immediately. But now, monta we thought aquí, nara moka eka vigete yange. Ya nara ba koli nsumwa. Enye chiwa stirichate 10 million chitsokolet
cheito
which na chiriande ya. So I said, we nara ndirese. So ngatika na mangana so mostly the so kana kora program chan. I don't involve mostly in politician wacho kora promise.
You come, you give what you want.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Ngia sana krokende kinta kiakire sana and we are finalizing. Garango tiko miyo kikize mche igorera. Singo nchumuru video uri ubwata aliorengete ko chaki ko soko lounge kabisa ikiombegia initiative ya Jalia African Child. Torodi raba raisa na ndugwa kwana yaba na siasa. Recently tuara baraiba go chasiro ngoro ituragusi tutabe nsengima nseito ya Kenya. Bako kwana igoro empowerment bachali bachanga chibesa. What is your take about it? And as much as you are not a leader, but you've been into amangana ngete empowerment, you can have something on the same. What is your take from your side? Muno monto obeira sa mangana ngete empowerment for the longest period of time.
Okay. Na nyote chance where there is a time na invite to empowerment ya lenge kwende nyantrako. I attended that one and I said I won't attend any empowerment again. Whatever I can now rochoro, it really shocked him. The first thing and na lane tikuro, there is poor coordination in empowerment here, and of which tinye. Now, okay, at the first I thought like negen to carry but kere well organized. But now I came to realize there is a lot of mobilization, which is wrong. Into ko wrong ni empowerment iliba mnabona kanjete nyantrago eba ntetiga nebyombe byakoraki birere recognized registered byakoraki byacha. Let me ask you, only nebyombe byacha on the ground whatever I saw any kereke Aziza boni gatata bano batekyombe kyao you are a leader of that group oimo keboni gote bangaki ntorangeri asegete for empowerment otatagonte inga mwike geti mwase korwano so gento na ala mitioro mobilization
yarengo mono
ninge buchete you know empowerment etakire bono onye twatebanga chigroup to empower na chigroup to empower chiri organized na chiri registered if I come with my team got in namba y'abantu mbate osemi ambiri osemi so munangocha you just come and say group gete this your share group gete this your share group gete this your share. So the way they were doing it at the Nyantrago, that's why I don't know someone captured the chaos here better. Umuchando engo mobilization even baka bantu batari groups. Wono umonta ocho sangere ngaki and was in stage for example ya boda bosa ngaki nyalewe ikene kyombe togende tuanangeliwe meeting. And that's why chaos chirikoleta but if there is an order that empowerment could have been impactful as a group chini.
Thank you so much. Krokere na second your last words katugukore second yo kindly.
So again don algo sabaya bantu miton kelinga jali African child teria singing chiyoko yo wetening but osese yo ekonyera individual but here singing chiyoko ekonya as a group as a team and as a whole community y'abantu batari kwenyara n'abantu batari gokoraki batari organize saving rate bakuru vulnerable. So you just come be part of this initiative na initiative wetete grow na ndi kuna magema y'abantu genuinely and without politics in it.
Thank you. Yes, sana. Thank you so much, Wilfred. Asinge chocho mwacho bulgiria nigo tuwa sangire sana iga. Se kubatana nare Franklin Mayunga. Boigo ndo chabo ven muriango sesema yakabire kone kemali gune chibicho muna botambi na komboka giso inere to kubatana nyo kone kiwekirino umurubiri kwa nita kwekiri tukuriankyo niyo komera na nere krichagire kinsa isano litukuriankyo igabano to skoro nyanga kiagareta active nero bora buba gusina nigo tubige tomokya eliyo kone kyanga alliance yakumera kwaka kokorekana kujara uri kunyamanya nabo gwetera senchi Kwana chetu chabene kujara ukonyora obumanyi wetera sabagani to korenta to skoro nyanga kubatana no kuyakora semeri ya team editorial inse yobraibo ay Brighton Makoli na bogo the chief editor Eric Bosira sencho korena kya onsi anyara kubaka wekrana senchira ngiya mangana maya senchira yo bwenye na sege kerebosyo inche ningo kwa Cyrus Azizi.
Etaya TV Oborabu Wagusi Ine noga nitiko cha kiago sekugariya obutugi bwechingoko kampani yengoko nero lichibo liago enyorere bichuchu bya saso improved kienyeji